Hi everybody, good evening. It's S.J. McCardle here, folks, with a very special episode of First Tuesdays. And we're here to talk about a couple of things in particular and sing a few songs. As always, please do let me know if there are any issues around sound or streaming or anything like that. And whether you are watching live now on YouTube or on Facebook, or whether you're watching the replay later on, you're very welcome, and thank you very much for joining me. Feeling good here. Guitar just had a setup by Paul Murphy in Droichead. It's playing really well, so if the guitar doesn't sound good, it's my fault, which is usually the case. But anyway, okay, so we're here to talk about two things in particular. One is my brand new album, which is out on July the 1st, and it's called Old Ghost in the Water. I'll be telling you more about that in a little while. And the other thing is the launch gig for that album and for the accompanying show. It's called Port. It is produced by Droichead Arts Centre, and it's on in the Sugar Club in Dublin on July 1st as well. So we'll be talking a little bit more about those as we go along, but I will start off by singing you a song. This song is on both the album and the show, and it's called Tide Waiter, and it's sung by Carol Keogh in both the show and on the album. It goes like this. It's about a customs officer in the 19th century who's maybe a little bit too interested in doing his job, if you know what I mean. That kind of guy. You know, we've all worked with that guy, right? Well, he's the guy. This guy is the guy. Here we go. We'll do this and then we'll have a chat. Thanks again, everybody. We used to wait out at Queensborough, where the dippers sing in the hiss of the reeds. Dawn spreads slowly over the mud banks, and the sheer waters silently wheel on the breeze. And the ships would come in, and expertly we'd gauge them, mark them by their flag and their lie and their name. We'd approach in our boats and loudly we'd hail them, with authority board them in the King's name, saying, show me the wood and the iron, show me what lies unseen, show me the saltwood and barilla, show me your hands are clean. Yes, I worked in the water guard as a tide waiter. I rummaged the ships in the port on the quay, looking for anything hidden within there. I was a bloodhound, nothing escaped me, saying, show me the wood and the iron, show me what lies unseen, show me the saltwood and barilla, show me your hands are clean. As we board your ships, we know your hiding places, we read your packing list, we read your faces, and nothing gets by us. dockside. We're not as busy as we used to be. Early June and the cool of the river. Morning tide pushing up on the lee. There you go, folks. S.J. McCardle attempting to make customs foraging sound romantic. Two types of birds in that song for the eagle-eared among you who might be ornithologically inclined. The shearwater and the dipper. Both are relatively local to this area. So, yeah, here we are. Thanks for joining me again, everybody. So, you know, for many years I've been obsessed with the sea and ships, and also by Droichead port here itself, because we have a very ancient and very historical port here in my hometown. And I've always wanted to do something on it. And when I became Artists in Association at Droichead Arts Centre a few years ago, I had my chance. So I wrote a show called Port, which is produced by Droichead Arts Centre, with support from Drogheda Port Company and Louth County Council and the Arts Council. And we premiered that in Drogheda a couple of years ago. Then it was to go to Dublin. And then, of course, lockdown happened. So the whole thing kind of got suspended. So I used the opportunity to write some new songs for the show and to go and record some of the songs onto an album. So that's where the album comes in. So the album is called Old Ghost in the Water and the show is called Port. And the two things are related, but they're not the same, but they are obviously related. And a lot of the same people are involved in both. The album has got, it was produced by my great friend Trevor Hutchinson, also the finest bass player in the land. And he plays the bass on it too, the double bass. And Dermot Byrne is on there from Alton, you know. And Nuala Kennedy's playing the flute. My friend John Ruddy, a wonderful actor and singer, he's on there. My buddies from Kern, Barry Kieran and Brendan McRainer, they're both on there. And Graham Henderson, of course, great keyboard maestro Graham Henderson is on that as well. And then, of course, Carol and myself sing the lead vocals on all the different songs. So there you go. The show will be on June the 1st. Here is a poster for the show. How about that? Technology. What do you think? That's the poster for the show. So yeah, July 1st. The band are amazing. We have some of the musicians from the album, and then we have another couple of incredible musicians. Josh Johnston, my old friend, great piano player. He'll be there on the night as well. So there you go. So that is going to be fun, and it's on sale now from the Droichead Arts Centre website. There's a link in the description to book tickets for that. Very reasonably priced they are too. So that's that. And then here's the cover of the album. There you go. So the album's called Old Ghost in the Water. That cover is a detail from a piece of lead that was etched with, it's like lead acetate or sugar of lead. It was done by Greg McAteer, who, of course, anyone who knows me well will know him as a great songwriter, because we wrote a couple of songs together like Great Hunger and Haggard Floor that were on the Kern albums. But he's a stunning artist as well. You should check out his stuff. And then my cousin Kiva did the graphic design to make it all look super duper. And then the photographs for it, you can see one of them there on the poster. The photographs were done by my great friend Brian Connolly at Bang Bang Visual. So there you go, a local man as well. So there you go. So that's what that's all about. The whole album and show thing is very exciting. It's the first album I've had under my own name since Blood and Bones came out in Europe in 2014. So it's a big deal. This is what I've been spending all my time on really for the last couple of years. So it's absolutely amazing to get it out into the world. So who is here? Hi, Tina. There's Tina. It is great to see you, Tina. How you doing? It's really good to see you. Hopefully I'll get to see you again in Ireland or Germany one of these days. I will pile on and do another song for you. Here is a song. This is the first single off the album. And it's called All for the Sale and Tomorrow. And it's gone out, as in from like today, to radio and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll get a bit of traction there. I'm sure we will. Yeah. The song is sung by Carol again. So there's also a nice lyric video for this, which I made myself at 6 o'clock in the morning one morning. It's on the Facebook and it's on YouTube and all that as well. You can watch there. All right, here we go. All for the Sale and Tomorrow. I wrote this with my friend Eugene Dunnigan, who some of you will know as the singer-songwriter or as the banjo player and songwriter in Pilgrim Street. I see rats in the water and crows on the quay, and mothers with stones where their hearts used to be. I see children so skinny they ought to blow down. They're all for the sailing tomorrow. Now the dead have moved in like a wave of the sea, like a plague or a tempest or a swarm of old fleas. They crowd on the quays and are like to fall in, and they're all for the sailing tomorrow. And the shippers are raking the coin from the hands of the peasant stream flowing from the vales of the land. There's a waving of hankies and hats on the shore. You'll never see your loved ones more. Brothers and sisters and lovers and friends running madly along with the ship on the strand. It's a daily occurrence, so horrid and cruel. From Droichead Port to Liverpool. And the lucky ones root with the cattle and pigs. Oh, the youngsters of Connacht have seen nothing so big, as they pour down so heaving with humanity. They're all for the sailing tomorrow. And the shippers are raking the coin from their hands of the peasant stream flowing from the vales of the land. There's a waving of hankies and hats on the shore. You'll never see your loved ones more. Brothers and sisters and lovers and friends running madly along with a ship on the strand. It's a daily occurrence, so horrid and cruel. From Droichead Port to Liverpool. Are you turning your face out of mercy or shame, or a sense of injustice, or is it all the same? One way or another, we all must depart, all for the sailing tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Off for the Sailing Tomorrow, written by me and Eugene Dunnigan, from the new album, Old Ghosts in the Water, and the new show, Port. There are links to get tickets for the show or to pre-order the album. It looks gorgeous, too, the album, between Greg's beautiful art and my cousin's beautiful graphic design, Kiva Mulroy's graphic design, and Brian Conley's gorgeous photos. It's a lovely looking thing. Went for a nice folette booklet and everything in a jewel case. It's very swish, I can tell you. Very, very swish. And we had great support from Droichead Arts Centre again on the album, and Create Loud, and the Arts Council. So thanks everybody for that and getting it to, come together. Tina says, love the cover art. Yes, thank you, Tina. I'm really just so thrilled with it. We've made it our business to work with an interesting artist every time. We've done an album for the last kind of 10 or 15 years, and it's kind of worked out well like that. Greg is a stunning artist. It's all come together. Fergus, hi Fergal, looks great, thanks a million. Dominic says, looking forward to the Sugar Club. Yay! Great, Dominic. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. That's great. Thank you. You're a marvellous supporter, Dominic. Thank you. Tina says, I'm in Ireland end of September. Oh, you never know. Then maybe we'll have a show on or something. Who knows? Maybe we could hook up then. Caitlin Norris says, I'm here. I live by the Northumberland coast, and there's something so nice about being so close to the seaside. Yes, absolutely. And, I mean, what we're hoping that this will kind of resonate. This album will resonate with everybody, you know. But I think it would probably resonate maybe with people who are in port towns and cities more, you know, because I think that there's a lot of universality in the stories, you know, and the themes and stuff. So thank you for that. Lovely. Northumberland Coast, beautiful part of the world. There's Barry. Sounds great, Barry says. Hope you're doing your practice for the launch show on July 1st, Barry. Thank you for tuning in. We'll call it homework. And there is Derek Comer. Sounds great, Stephen. Full steam ahead, best of it. Thank you so much. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. Fantastic. On the drugs. Okay, I'm going to sing a song now called Recovery. So this song is a little unusual in that it's in the show, but it's not on the album. And this song was written about the river rescue organisations in my town here of Drogheda. We were on a huge, mighty river called the Boyne. We were right at the mouth of the Boyne, that just hits the sea, just right around Drogheda Port. So, it's a river with a lot of history, but it's also a river with a lot of sadness associated with it too. And there's a couple of incredible rescue organisations in the town and recovery. And I spent some time chatting with those guys, and they were really generous with their time, and I got to kind of pick their brains a little bit. And so I wrote this song. It's called Recovery, and this goes out to the Boyne Fishermen's Rescue and Drogheda River Rescue and the Coast Guard and all those guys who do such, guys and girls who do such extraordinary work. Yeah, so here we go. All right, give this a swing. This is a lesser played one, but.
Cold and wet out at the break of dawn, moon's still up and all the street lights on. The race is on to try to bring you home. We are called and we will come. And they say the life you save may be your own. We search by touch out here, we search by heart. We search for any small remaining spark. We are the brothers of the hopeless cause. We are the sisters of the darkest dark. And there are old ghosts in the water in this old town. Recovery, recovery, oh, we are searching bank and key. And we search for the souls who have had too much to bear, for the old and the young, and the souls just barely there. How loved you are, if you could see the love that burns there yet, if you had only reached out one more time, if they had only known how cold it gets, and they show up every morning still seeking news. Recovery, recovery, oh, we are searching bank and key, and we search for the souls who have had too much to bear, for the old and the young, and the souls just barely there. Off the viaduct, off Donors Green, off the Bridge of Peace in the dark unseen, out at the curly hole, the old North Strand, off Dominic's Bridge when it was not man, gone by accident, gone by your own man. recovery, recovery. Oh, we are searching bank and key, and we search for the souls who have had too much to bear, for the old and the young and the souls just barely there.
Thanks. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, a song called Recovery. So, if you just joined us, we're talking about the new album and show, both coming out on July the 1st. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this evening. I appreciate it. It's, we've been saying for so long, every single time I do a live stream every month, and these live streams have been the saving of me, by the way. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. They've really kept me going. But every single time I've said, hey, the album's going well. We recorded something else for the album. It'll be out soon, and that's been going on for about 2 years. So it's so great to get it out there. Thanks again to everybody at Droichead Arts Centre for, making this whole thing happen. And again, our support from Droichead Port Company with the show, and Create Louth as well with the show and the album and the Arts Council. Thank you. Great team on board for it as well, great musicians and techs and everybody else. And looking forward to working with the Sugar Club too. So okay. More comments, queries, suggestions? Hello, Roisin. I love recovery. You really thought of people that maybe wouldn't be thought of as much in connection with the port. Yeah. Thanks, Roisin. It's a huge part of growing up near the port, I think, is that awareness of the souls the river has taken, over the years, and it's much better nowadays than it was when I was a kid, and that's purely because of those rescue and recovery organisations. They're amazing people, so thank you for that, Roisin. Hope that you're well too, thank you, Tina. Lovely. All right, then let's do another song. Here's a song called Little Things. This song is about a young girl who is not a young girl, a young woman. Probably a teenager, I suppose, who is off to England, off to Liverpool to work over there. As lots of young and very young women did from this area in the 19th and early 20th centuries in particular. And she's just not so sure of her fella, right? She's just, she's got that kind of funny feeling about him. I don't know how this is going to go when I leave for England. So she's kind of expressing that, I suppose, and it's called Little Things, and I'll sing it for you, and here we go.
There is a ship down sails today at noon. There is work waiting for me, and a berth for Liverpool. If I thought that you would wait for me, I would be happier to go. But I've been fooled before by kisses sweet and a soft word whispered low. There will be too much time to think on the wine dark angry foam. Oh, the soft fingers of doubt. Will you wait? Will you roam? And did I offer love far too fast, or maybe not quite quick enough? Either way, it's too late now. My heart is in your hands. Be you gentle, be you raw, 'cause it's the little things that give you away. Even you can't believe half of what you say. And real love would only get in your way. People like you, I should have known. You don't really fall in love, and your heart remains your own. It's the little things that give you away. Even you can't believe half of what you say. And real love would only get in your way.
Yay! There you go. Little things. Little things. Okay, so so once more, everybody, thanks again for joining me. I'm going to do one last song for you, and I really like this song. I've actually never performed this before, so apart from it's on the album and it's in the show. It's the closing track on the album, actually, and this is a song called Jack. And it is about an old harbour master who is settling his port for the night, and indeed his young employees' constant questions. He's quieting those down for the night too. And as when I was given loads of brilliant stuff to read and listen to and look through by the Port Company and the Old Droichead Arts Centre, various people, but one thing that really was very inspiring was a set of audio recordings of interviews with already elderly residents and of the port and dock workers and sailors and everything else that were conducted by Michael Houlihan, the great composer Michael Houlihan, who's a friend of mine, I'm glad to say. He did a great project called A River of Memories back in the early 90s, and he had these amazing recordings, and they're in the Port Company archives now. They were deeply inspiring to hear the voices of those who had gone before, and it made it so real. So yes, it's a song called Jack. I will leave you with it now. It's kind of a night song. Night. It's only 9:30. I know that. Well, for my friends in Germany, it's 10:30. So maybe it's bedtime. I don't know. Hi, Hota. Well, it's really beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Godo. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Here we go, Jack. So once more then, just to purely, not because I want to plug it again, but just because it took me ages to put these up on the StreamYard and now I can use them. There's the album, Old Ghosts in the Water. There is a link there in the description to pre-order it. And here is the poster for the show, 1st of July in the Sugar Club. So Port, produced by Droichead Arts Centre. It is a song cycle show, and it is songs from that show which are in the album. So it's all kind of coming out together at the same time. So there you go. So thanks again, everybody. Okay, I'll leave you with this then. Thanks again for tuning in, and if you're tuning in later on the old replay or whatever you call it on YouTube or Facebook, thanks to you for joining me too. Roshin says, looking forward to hearing the studio versions. Yeah, can't wait for the Sugar Club now. Brilliant, great. This is just a dude with a guitar trying to get something across in terms of what we've captured live with the full 7-piece band and on the album. So hopefully you're getting some idea of the kernel of what the songs are about. But yeah, you got to show up to the gig or get the record to get the full experience. So right, there you go. As usual, I've probably forgotten to say loads of stuff, but it's too late now. I'll leave you with this. Thanks again, everybody. God bless. And thanks again for joining me. It means an awful lot. I'll be back just after that show, actually, for the next First Tuesdays, which is in July. But honestly, it means a great deal to me that you're here. So thanks. All right, here we go.
scudding sky, the whistling wind, the smoke curls in the air. The sun is down, the cattle low, the water's calm, the weather's fair. It's quiet all along the quay. The boys are in their bones. The steamer settled on the tide. The lines are tied, the anchors sunk. Mare's tails and mackerel scales, all our ships will wear short sail. Tomorrow we have work to do, some of it long overdue. So go home, son, it's time to sleep. Leave tomorrow to its care. Wash your face and kiss your ma'am. Watch your draft and say your prayers.
Good night, everybody. Thanks again. Hopefully see some of you on July the 1st. Thank you.